So now I will use Coca-Cola as an example with the path to purchase to show how you can create POSM throughout the whole path to purchase that somehow can influence the shopper. So here we're really identifying the key interventions point throughout the path to purchase and showing what that could look like. So first of all, let's go through the path to purchase as it is. So we learned about the pre-store and the approach, which is the first sign. So here I've taken an example of a billboard out of home that really clearly shows the Coca-Cola sign and the artwork that they have on their packaging as well in the logo. So very recognizable, and also just shows that at this place here you have Coca-Cola available. So when it comes to approach the store or pre-store, as a shopper approach the store, we can really influence them to come into the store and to consider our category and the portfolio. So the materials here needs to be disruptive and targeted to be noticed, and messages needs to be simple and broader. So again, this is exactly what you see here on the Coca-Cola example. There's really not a lot of messaging. They just use the wave from their logo, which makes it very clear that Coca-Cola is here. Then as a shopper, you are entering the store. You're now making it to the store and entering the store. It's a bit tough to see here on the picture, but what you do see here is actually a fridge with Coca-Cola display with Coca-Cola logo as well. So again, as a shopper, you know that you can find the brand in here, and it's available also on the shopper mission that's called on the go. For instance, if you just need a quick Coca-Cola and then out of the store again. So at least here, you know, as a shopper, there's Coca-Cola in here, and you can get it on the go shopper mission. So you can get it very quickly, and just for the maybe meal for tonight, for instance, if you need a cold Coca-Cola drink. As the shoppers enter the store, they are focused on the mission, and they don't have time to see or read much at all. So you really have to be disruptive and targeted to be noticed. So messages here again needs to be simpler and broader. This is again a very simple message. There is not really a lot of messaging. So after entering the store, we now made it as a shopper to navigate the store itself and the retail outlet. So here you're really looking for the different kind of aisles and categories that you might be looking for. So a question that you can ask yourself is that, are we getting shoppers to where they can access, view or request our products at the store? Or are we placing products where they walk or see? So can we entice them somehow to consider our category and portfolio to fulfill the mission, occasion and shopper needs? So are we really interrupting the shoppers on the path to purchase to ensure that they recognize our brands? So again here, for instance, I took a display from Coca-Cola where I found they both have a screen that shows some kind of Coca-Cola advertisement, but they also have different kind of products available. And then they have this big bottle that really creates attention for the shopper and really grabs their attention, so they can say, okay, here I can find Coca-Cola, and this is probably placed then in the beverage aisle, so they can also find other kind of beverages here as well. So the shopper now made it to the browse section, which is when you enter this category aisle that you are in, or the category area, and then you are about to browse for what kind of products that you're looking for. So here, for instance, I took something that's called the shelf fin that Coca-Cola also uses sometimes. This is really to divide the aisle into different sections. So here, even though this is not the best example, but because Coca-Cola has such a high awareness, this might actually be just fine. But usually you could place something like some kind of emotional images, or something that very clearly just states that Coca-Cola is available here, that they've done here, for instance, in this example. So here, as a shopper, you will very quickly find the product that you're looking for if you're looking for Coca-Cola, because you know it will be in this aisle here. So really, again, some questions you can ask yourself is, are we helping the shoppers to browse for our products? So here is a good example that yes, this shelf in does that. Or are we bringing our brands to life at the point of sale? Again, this doesn't necessarily bring the brand to life. It's not really engaging necessarily, but it really helps dividing the aisle into the different brands and products and subcategories that you might have. So again, a great example of how POSM really can help the shopper to find the products that they're looking for. And then the shopper enters, if they decide what kind of aisle or area that they're looking for, what kind of product subcategory that they're looking for. They are in the select stage where they're trying to figure out what kind of products that they need. So here, as mentioned, you can really just have some kind of offers or make a small sales pitch, for instance, So here it says grab now and enjoy later, and the price is also available. You can see what you're actually getting. So again, as some kind of POSM, and this is a wobbler, so it really very clearly stands out once the shopper is browsing on the aisle or the actual place where they are going to select the products. So you can ask yourself if your products is easily available and they are visible. Are we drawing shoppers in and engaging them somehow? This can do that by also this cool text that you can grab now and enjoy later. It's very clever, and also the price is available as mentioned. Also, again, if you have some kind of beverage products, you could be, for instance, are we doing a pairing of our products, or showing how it goes well and what is suitable for them. For instance, beer with salty snacks or something like that. Then you have the purchasing stage. So this is mostly if you lost some shoppers on the way. You can also, at the last step of the in the store, where you might still have a chance to convince the shopper that they should purchase your product. So here you could place some kind of tactical POSM next to the counters or next to the cashier where the shoppers are going to pay for the products that they have. So here usually you would have some kind of smaller display where you can just let them know that, hey, we are actually still available. You can convince the shoppers to buy us by having a nice fridge, for instance, with some kind of core products. So are you closing the deal? Some of the questions you can ask yourself. You can give them a reason to buy if you, for instance, didn't succeed throughout the path to purchase, or if the shopper didn't find the category. So again, an example of how you can do that on the purchasing stage. And then there is the last stage, which is the sharing of the experience. So here, for instance, you could use something like secondary POSM or scan and win, something like that on the label, because then you're creating an experience for the shoppers that maybe will make it easier for them if they had a great experience, or maybe they win something where they will share that with their friends. So you could do something like that on the labels, on the secondary packaging, also to engage them into online reviews. So again, if they had a great experience throughout the whole path to purchase, they will probably also share that experience with their friends and family, etc. So this was an example of how with Coca-Cola that they have interventioned throughout the path to purchase, and how you can do that as well with different kind of POSM and different kind of activation.